Okay, so how do you pack a whole business pitch onto a single page? That's what we're looking at today. We're going to deconstruct this really simple flyer for a logistics company in Dubai, and you'll see there's some serious marketing genius in here. Let's break down how it takes a really complicated problem and just boils it down to a simple solution. You know, every great pitch starts with a really powerful question, right? And this one, it gets right to the heart of the matter. It's not just asking something generic. It's designed to pull you in. It puts you, the potential client, smack dab in the middle of this huge logistical puzzle. So all of a sudden, we're not just talking about shipping. We're talking about your specific challenge in a place as insanely complex as Dubai. All right, so the first thing the pitch does is tackle the challenge head on. I mean, before they even think about offering a solution, they focus completely on the problem. And this is such a crucial first step, right? It's all about making the potential client feel seen, feel understood by letting out exactly what's at stake. And here's the first really clever move. Check out the language they use. They don't just say it's hard. No, they say it requires expertise. Just that one word, it completely elevates the service. It's not just some commodity anymore. It's a highly specialized skill. It's a brilliant way to frame it, because if the problem needs an expert, well, what's the only logical thing to do? You hire one. Okay, so they've established that Dubai logistics is super complex. Now the document makes a pivot. Because let's be real, a vague problem doesn't sell anything. The next move is absolutely key. They're going to make that problem personal by pointing out exactly who is feeling this pain. And this is how you do it. This is how you make a huge problem feel incredibly personal. By calling out these three specific groups, the flyer is basically pointing a finger and saying, hey, we're talking to you. And just like that, if you're an importer or a manufacturer or a freight forwarder, you're not just reading some generic ad anymore. You're seeing your own headaches, your own challenges reflected right back at you. I mean, that's targeted marketing at its absolute best. So, let's recap. The pitch has laid out the problem, and it's identified exactly who's struggling with it. Now comes the moment of truth, the solution. But pay attention to how they present it. It's not just a boring list of services. Oh no, it's framed as a complete, multi-part system. See that? They've laid it out as a four-step process. And that is absolutely not an accident. It's a subtle but powerful trick. It transforms what could be a simple list of services into this smoothless workflow. It's basically telling the client, hey, don't you worry about all that complexity. We've got a system for this. We'll handle everything, from your door all the way to its final destination. It just screams control, order, and reliability. But, just presenting a solution is only half the battle. Now the document has to answer the toughest question in any pitch, which is always, okay, but why you? Especially in a crowded market, this is where a company really has to step up and define its value. I mean, this is the question every business has to answer, isn't it? And think about a place like Dubai. It is just packed with logistics providers. So you absolutely have to spell out what makes you different. And that's what the document does next, tackling this question head on with its key advantages. And boom, here's the payoff. Look at how each advantage is a direct answer to a specific fear a client might have. Worried about bulk shipments? We've got efficient handling. Stressed about local coordination? We have a strong network. And what about the biggest concern of all, budget constraints? We offer cost-effective solutions. See, it's not just a list of things they're good at, it's a checklist of solutions to your problems. Okay, so at this point, the pitch has built a really solid, logical case from start to finish. We've got the problem, the audience, the solution, and the unique value. It's all crystal clear. So what's left? Well, the final step is to bring it all home and actually make that connection. Now, right before they ask for the sale, the flyer does something really smart. It pivots from pure logic to emotion. It boils everything we've just talked about down to a single, powerful promise: safe transportation. I mean, after all the nitty-gritty details, this is what it's all about, right? That core human need for security, for peace of mind. This line right here, it's the emotional anchor for the entire pitch. And finally, we get to the call to action, and look how simple it is. There's no friction, no complicated forms to fill out. It's just a direct line of contact: a name, a number, an email. This is that final piece of the puzzle, and it completes the whole journey. We've gone from a big, daunting problem all the way to a simple, actionable solution. So, what's the big takeaway here? As we've just seen, this simple one-page flyer is basically a masterclass in communication. It tells the complete story, doesn't it? It starts with a pain point, gives you a structured solution, proves its value, and then gives you a super clear path to take the next step. It's just a great reminder that sometimes the most powerful pitches aren't the longest ones, they're the ones that are the clearest.